Hey everybody, and welcome to another SpongeBob review on my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at two different snap and switch sets. I found both of these to be very interesting concepts for brick building SpongeBob sets, and I paid $5 for each of them. So let's go ahead and dive in and see if they're worth the $5 price that I paid. And we're going to start by taking a look at the SpongeBob Ice Pop set that comes with 90 pieces and is recommended for ages 6 and up. And we're going to start by taking a look at the actual SpongeBob Ice Pop itself, which has a really goofy looking design, but I think that adds to the overall aesthetic and charm of this being a Ice Pop build. The mouth of SpongeBob and the white part of his eyes are stickers that are laid across multiple brick pieces, which I personally am not the biggest fan of, especially when it comes to this set, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. But I do like the rigid design found on top of the Ice Pop. It gives it more of that ice cream feel that I've mentioned before. And then if we look towards the bottom of the SpongeBob build, you can see there is some relatively simple detail meant to represent his pants and tie. This set does come with a couple of extra pieces and stickers if you wanted to change the facial expression that is on the SpongeBob Ice Pop, which is a cool idea in theory, but again, with these pieces being stickers, you're only going to be able to give him the facial expression once. It would have been nice for this to be an interchangeable feature. And here's a look at the back of the build for those of you who are curious. And to no one's surprise, there isn't any detail really to be seen here. And this set also includes a transparent stand that does a pretty good job holding up the Ice Pop build. My favorite part about the stand is it does have a little bit of a smoky effect to it, which to me makes it look like it's made more of ice than actual plastic. Putting the Ice Pop in the stand is a relatively simple process. There's a little hole found at the top here that you can slide the popsicle stick into. And it is a relatively simple build, but I do find it to be very effective and necessary for the stability of this set. Speaking of the stability of this set, it is rather sturdy for what it is. The only part of this build that I would consider fragile is the actual popsicle stick. As you can see, when I hold it and shake it, it is going to cause the Ice Pop to fall off, which if you want my honest opinion, I actually think is a pretty realistic interpretation of this being an actual Ice Pop. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the SpongeBob Buildable TV Set. This set comes with 135 pieces and is also recommended for ages 6 and up. And we're going to start by taking a look at the main part of the TV, which when I first bought this set, I was kind of curious of how this was going to work. And as you can see, the three characters are made of cardboard, and then there's also a background that gives it kind of a 3D effect. And I find this to be a very interesting design choice that I think works relatively well for the build as a whole. This set does come with a couple of stickers that you can see are placed on each corner of the TV, and these are meant to represent the pores of SpongeBob. Towards the bottom of the TV, you can see that there are some black knobs, but unfortunately they do not rotate, they are completely aesthetic. And there's also a really simple brick-built tie found on the front of the TV as well. Here's a look at the back of the TV, and you can see that the cardboard background is able to be slid out of the TV easily. And the three characters can also be removed from the TV, and I find it to be rather interesting that there are a couple of stickers found on the base for a little bit of detail. So you can technically remove the characters from the TV and display them on a shelf if you wish. Here's a look at the background for the TV, which I think depicts Mr. Krabs robbing a bus. I don't remember seeing this in SpongeBob, so if you know this episode, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And then here's a quick look at the TV without anything inside of it, which I think can honestly make for its own pretty cool looking display piece if that's something you want to do. And if you're curious, you are able to rearrange the three characters inside of the TV, giving you even more possible display options if you decide to pick up this set. Like I said at the start of this video, I paid $5 for each of these sets. And while I still find them to be rather strange concepts, I think for $5, they're both pretty respectable builds for what they are. And if you're a fan of SpongeBob and brick building, they may be worth adding into your collection. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more brick built reviews in the future.